We're going to continue working up the body. We learned how to roll out and release tension in the plantar surface of our foot. So the next area that we're going to learn how to foam roll is our tibialis anterior. It's our shin muscle. So I have my muscle pants on, so just to show you, it's this guy right here, our shin muscle. So get your foam roller and join me on the mat. I'm gonna actually do it from this angle first. All right. So first, our tibialis anterior, actually let me share a little bit more about this muscle. So tibialis anterior is on the outside of your shin bone here, right here, and it attaches into the knee, and then it comes all the way down the side of the leg and attaches to the outside pinky toe side of your foot. So if there's any pain or discomfort that you have on the plantar surface of your foot, I always tell clients to roll or massage this area right in here. So we're going to roll this area. Again, we are going to take it section by section. So we're going to do the first area, and then in the center, and then we'll go a little bit lower, but we're going to stop right above the ankle because that gets a little bit bony and it's just plain uncomfortable. There's not enough tissue, there's not enough soft tissue there to make that comfortable. So let's get on the floor. Now, go ahead and palpate your knee. Go ahead and touch the knee, and you're gonna find on that lateral, on the outside of the knee, just below the kneecap, you're gonna feel this little bony area. And so what you want to do is you want to land the roller just below that. Remember, we're never, ever, ever rolling over any bony landmarks. So I'm going to place the roller below that little bony landmark on the outside lateral part of the knee. And then I'm going to be on a side plank here. You can lift the hips off the floor or you can lay them on the floor. So we're going to roll forward towards the tibia, towards that shin bone, and then rolling it back. So I'm actively applying pressure to this top leg, and then roll back. And then rolling forward. And rolling back. We're going to do this 3 to 5 times. It's very tender right there. And a lot of times it's the tissue, our muscles are more tender when you get closer to the joints. All right, so I'm gonna do one more and then we'll roll it down just a little bit to address a little bit more of that muscle. Place that top leg on top. I like to apply a little bit of pressure here, and then rolling forward and rolling back, rolling forward and rolling back. If this is too much pressure on your hip being on the mat, you can place a blanket or a pillow or something soft underneath it so it's not pressing or feeling uncomfortable pressing into the floor. So notice if you feel any sensations down the leg into your foot, or maybe past the knee and up into your hip, maybe. Just always being aware of what you're feeling. All right, just a little bit lower. If you start to feel any bony landmarks, roll it back up a little bit. Don't roll over. It just doesn't feel very nice. And for me, I don't roll that far down also because I have my plates and the screws holding my right ankle together. All right, and as always, very slowly take your time leaving the foam roller. All right, so now I'm just gonna switch angles so you can see the other side. All right, so I did my right side, so do the opposite side. Go ahead and palpate your knee, massage that, feel where that bony area is on the outside of the left leg, and then we'll do the same thing. Just want to make sure my legs are in the shot. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna roll onto the side, my hips are on the floor. If you ever want to, if it's not enough pressure or anything like that, you can always lift up into a plank and roll forward and back. It's up to you. But for now, for today, it's completely plenty of pressure for me personally with just pressing down on that top leg. So let's begin. Rolling forward and rolling back. 3 to 5 times. And then, since we're on the other leg, of course, we're going to compare and contrast. Which side was tighter? This right side up at the top near the knee was definitely tighter. However, on this left side, I'm feeling a lot of tension when I roll forward in my left glute. So that will tell me that there's something going on that left side that I need to address. And in the nano demo that I did a couple days ago, I noticed in my left, we can move this roller down, in my left foot that there was a lot of, pretty much it was pain. It was painful. It was very painful. So something was going on, how I was stepping or something. All right, so we move that roller down 3 to 5 times back and forth along that muscle. So we're breaking up any of those adhesions, breaking up any muscle tension, and also we're squishing out any of the lactic acid that is stored in the muscle tissue after any type of movement that creates that lactic acid to become liquefied. And so if we don't roll it out or stretch properly, then that lactic acid hardens and there's too much in the muscle. So it's not bad to have lactic acid, it's just when there's too much of it. All right, last area, rolling it down a little bit further and see where I'm landing. I have this much of my ankle that I'm not going to roll. All right, last area. Yeah, so that right side, this side must be compensating for the other side. So it's just going back and forth. Left foot, right tibialis anterior. I'm sure it's my left IT band, so it kind of does that zigzag across the body. Constantly trying to keep us balanced. All right, so that's going to complete that. Let's come to standing, taking your time. We're just gonna roll out the ankles basically because we just gave our feet and our ankles and the knee joint a little bit extra space. So we just wanna roll that out. And sometimes, because I know I have sometimes it pops in my ankle, so you can go ahead and do that as well. Woo! There we go. Just want to stretch that out. All right, so I'm going to be doing these demos throughout the week on the foam roller. We're just working our way up the body, and especially for the leg demos, I will be wearing these awesome pants so you can see what we are actually rolling, because sometimes it's hard to really imagine what does that muscle tissue look like. So that's why I like these pants. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this demo. Let me know what you think, and I challenge you to start rolling out your tibialis anterior on a regular basis to see if that helps alleviate any of the tension that you feel in your feet. All right, I will see you in the next live. Take care, everyone.